There it goes. Looks like the video is rolling. Hello, everybody. Today's November 28th, 2018. It's my day 2.201. And decided I wanted to play with my hair a little bit, so I bought some bands to goof off with. I noticed that I'm going to say women. I should preface that. The women at my work, they do stuff with their hair. And usually I just wear it down. And so I think it'd be kind of cool to learn how to braid or something. I think it's long enough. I probably could get, if I braid it, be like, maybe that. So we'll see how it goes. But the little girl in me is very happy right now. And usually I use the emery boards. But my mom likes these guys, a little bigger ones, and I'm going to try that too because I cannot grow my nails to save my life. They just tend to break. So we're going to try to see if I can't grow my nails out. But that's not what this video is about. I had an experience today that I want to share with you. I was sitting in, how many meetings did I have today at work? 1, 2, 3 meetings. The first meeting I gave a presentation and taught a little bit about it, Microsoft Word. That went really, really well. I was a little nervous about it, and it's also not what this is about. At the third meeting of the day, I was sitting there at the table, and I had gotten there early because I was taking notes. And, as the women that I work with, or women in the building kind of come in, it was a meeting. Maybe about 30 people were there. And, previously, before I transitioned, I'll put it to you that way, nobody really sat near me. Okay. I was always off on my own. I always felt isolated, and maybe I still do. But, if women came in the room, they kind of congregated at the other end of the table with each other, clicky, talky, whatever. And the guys did the same thing. I didn't fit in, maybe. But today I noticed that the women sat around me. And that was new. And as the women talked about their days and trials and tribulations and things with them, I found myself identifying with them. I mean, I really did. I identified more with my female coworkers than the male coworkers. And of course, again, now, it's a little different. It's a little different. I can't, you'd say, well, duh, but it's true. And it was just kind of a neat experience, and while we were there, one of the women at lunch, she was talking about her daughter and she's a Girl Scout and her sash, and the other woman talked about her sash, and of course I said, oh, I still have my sash, and which is true. I probably could run over there and get it. I have my merit badge sash from Boy Scouts. But it was just, again, to be accepted in the company that I work for is a big company, and we have a human resources department, and everyone is supposed to play nice. And so it's not like I work at a little company that, people can be mean to me at. But I feel very accepted, which again, you'd say, well, duh, but anyway, I'm trying to put this in perspective. My last day before full time was December 13th or 14th. It was the last day of my daughter's school, elementary school, before winter break. And that was the last time, I wore the fake persona. And I picked her up from school And I said to her, I said, well, this is it, baby. And she said, yeah. And I said, you know, from this point on, it's game on. I also said I would never wear pants again, and I kept my word up until about a month ago. I wore skirts every day. And finally I broke in and wore jeans. But anyway, that's another story for another time. But I guess what I was going to say is I had to turn in my good dude card, and now I'm a gal. I'm a dudette. And like I said, I just noticed it today. I really identify more with the women in the room than the men. And, before it was being an outsider all the time, not being in any camp. And now it's in the woman camp, And very weird. Not weird, but my boss is an elderly woman, very cool lady, and who I've known for almost 20 years, and to go into the women's room and pass her and say, oh, hello, how are you? And, to get the little chit chat in the bathroom, the women are there and brushing their hair and talking, and to be able to interact with them is really cool. Really cool. There was one other thing that was really kind of neat. I say yes, dear, a lot. Or I say thank you, dear. And that was something that I noticed too today. We had our Christmas luncheon catered by the people that we rent. The landlord does it for my company. And, I just stood there and I was like, thank you, dear. And thank you. And because you could do that as a guy, I suppose. You could say, thank you, dear. But it was just interesting. Again, woman to woman, talking woman to woman is different nowadays, and I couldn't do that, can't do that with a guy, so I'm trying to think of anything else before I sign off. Really, that was just about it. Things are kind of getting better. Sleeping better. I'm having dreams again, which is cool. I'm hoping we got this cortisol thing licked because it really is pissing me off. But anyway, so I thought I would share that too. Like I said, I had to turn in my good dude card. And in a world of, in an ideal world, we treat each other with respect regardless of who we are. How, regardless of which bathroom we go into, or how we dress or whatnot. I mean, we should treat each other with respect. But I just had to laugh a couple points today that, it was as I was leaving, my hands were full. And a guy got up and went all the way out of his way to the door to hold the door open for me. Now, again, you could do that as a person to person. You don't have to do that male to female or female to female or, vice versa. But, I was like, well, thank you, dear. Bless your heart. And I wouldn't have done that before. I would have said, hey, thanks, or something like that. The other thing too, and I have a lot of things on my mind. I'm about to meet somebody I think neat, a non-binary person, and I want to talk to them and see kind of what their take is on things. But it's in my mind for the last couple of days. I've been thinking about male and female. The gender, not the genderbread man, but the spectrum, obviously, of gender and sexual identity and everything else. I mean, I can't. As a trans woman myself, obviously, I stepped over a line, and I put both my feet on the other side of that line. To be a woman, to identify as a woman, and to be a woman, to live as a woman. And I've had my surgery. So, I mean, there's not much. I mean, there's like DNA, male DNA, I suppose. What is it, XY chromosome? But there's very little there male, you know. It's interesting to think about someone who doesn't identify as either. I guess it's what gender fluid, but someone who doesn't buy into it. And I hate to say that not all people are going to feel that way, and everyone's going to have their own opinion. But there are some folks who don't want to be labeled one way or the other. But I know for myself, I like the binary world because I'm on the female side of it now. I had to fight to get over that line, if you will, and now I'm on this side. And so, as cool and as hip as I think I am, and to being open-minded and everything, for me, I want the binary because I'm on the female side now. I want to live that. But it'd be interesting. Like I said, I'm looking forward to meeting this person and talk to them a little bit, see what they're about. So on that note, I guess I will sign off and wish everyone the best of luck in their journey and the best of luck in becoming their authentic self, and more than that, the best luck in becoming the best person that they want to be, however you define that. Okay? All right, so what is it? Pippi Longstocking had the other. See, like you could do stuff with your hair. You do it back. I don't know. I don't like that. Shows my bald spots. How about that? Crisscross? Anyway, if you're wondering, I haven't cut my hair for 2 years. I cut my hair. I started growing it out in anticipation of hormones. And then like an idiot, I cut my hair. I had a bit of a relapse, a bit of a, oh my God, what am I doing? And so I did cut my hair, but it was November, I think, or December actually is when I started growing my hair. So this is 2 years of length. And previously to that, it was a buzz cut. It was a high and tight because of my Air Force time. Okay. Ooh, I got one that's way up and one that's not. Anyway, is that better or worse? You could put like rods or something in this and make it go up. Anyway. All right, my friends. Good luck to you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.